Now, we all know NBA players are amazing at what they do.
Mitchell on Curry, slammed on the brakes. Oh my goodness!
And we all get caught up in being a fan and forgetting that, at the end of the day, they are normal human beings just like us. So today, we bring you the biggest fears NBA players have. And let's kick off with a guy who's scared of something that doesn't even move. When he isn't making clutch shots for the Trailblazers, well, now the Bucks, he's producing rap albums. But everything comes to an abrupt stop when Damian Lillard comes across this one thing. Dame Time has an innate fear of statues. He has always spoken about it. I mean, as soon as he sees the Statue of Liberty, he just feels away. Nah, I'm just kidding. However, the point guard always feels uneasy around massive statues representing historical figures because it brings about paranoia and general fear. I mean, the way the human brain works is crazy. When other people run to Abraham's Lincoln statues to get photos, Lillard loses his mind. Because to him, it reminds him of how the president was killed. That's twisted, bro. He even said, I've always been scared of historical stuff like that. If I see statues of Jesus, Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King Jr., all that stuff kind of gives me a funny feeling. And this isn't his only fear. This year, Dame was phenomenal. But the best night of his career came against the Rockets when he completely torched them with 71 points. Now, at the time when he was celebrating his achievement, the NBA decided to ruin it all when it asked Damian to face his second biggest fear. Yeah, they asked him for a drug test, and he was pricked by a needle. But Damian isn't the only one who was scared of needles. The former MVP, Derrick Rose, also feels the same. One of the most explosive guards to ever play the game. Back in the day, Rose was an emerging star for the Memphis Tigers. And after a ruthless win over Michigan State, he got a cut above his eye that needed stitching. But owning up to his phobia of needles, he said no to stitches and stormed out of the locker room in tears. Jeez. Well, you see, athletes are still normal people at the end of the day. And everyone knows at least one person afraid of needles. And if you don't know anyone, just dunk on that sub button, cause bro, I'm also scared of these sharp little objects. Well guys, fears are fine, as long as they're not harming your career. Cause our next guy's fear was so serious that it took away his entire NBA career. Royce White has such a strong fear of flying that he didn't even come close to the sight of airplanes. And you see, NBA away games are all about traveling. Hence, this hindered his progress. He was supposed to be a capable player, but this flying situation messed it all.
You just feel like you're gonna die.
And then there's Shaq. You must be thinking, how is Shaq scared of anything? He's so big. He might as well be the biggest man in the States. Well, no matter how big he is, he has a little heart that gets scared easily. My man is scared of something that can't even survive on land. Nah, for real. Yeah, his fear of sharks is just crazy. And it's one time he thought it was enough. And he was coming face to face with these dangerous creatures. The rest is history.
Shark tried to kill me, America.
You gotta do this.
You're the biggest thing down there, really. There's not many things down there that are bigger than 7 feet.
You see, fear of sharks is understandable. But fearing dolphins? Oh, man. Are you kidding me? Well, trust me, I'm not. Because Nick Young had one encounter with these sweet creatures, and man, it scared him to death. According to him, this wasn't a normal dolphin. It was a killer dolphin, and it tried to drown him. Now, this is kind of strange, but for the moment, let's just believe Nick. He might be telling the truth. Even if you guys don't trust Nick, you should trust Tim Duncan, because the 5-time NBA champion has one thing in common with Shaq. Yeah, he is also scared of sharks. These guys might not have any other similarities, but it's safe to say the fear of sharks is one of them. Well, guys, all of these still make sense. But our next one will baffle you. The Black Mamba was the strongest, most motivated guy in the court. But off the court, he also had one thing. One thing that he hated like hell. Because Kobe Bryant was just human at the end of the day. And had a phobia he simply could not get past. Dog poop. He had 4 dogs, but hated dog poop. And he even said, "I hate dog shit. I won't go near it. I am so pissed when I step in it. I've got 4 dogs, and I just don't do dog doo-doo." So, moving on. I have a question for you. Do you know which movie scared the crap out of Dwayne Wade? The Angry Birds movie. Nah, I'm just kidding. You should know, though, that the Miami Heat legend is scared of birds.
See, that's what I'm talking about right here. Look at all them birds. Look at all them outside waiting on me to come out. That's why I'm scared of birds. Look at them. They like, come on out here. They waiting on me. Nope, won't get me.
It all goes back to high school when some birds attacked poor D. Wade. And since then, he has been scared of birds, pigeons, parrots, seagulls, Larry Bird, and every other bird out there. Strange, isn't it? How these legends are scared of the most trivial things. Speaking of trivial, it reminds me of Russell Westbrook. This guy is strange as heck. I mean, he dresses up wearing skirts, but he's scared of hair. If he sees a single hair lying around, it is game over for him. It's just bizarre. But as we wrap up, we can't miss the GOAT, the god of basketball. On the court, Michael Jordan was always the strong-willed, persevering, and ruthless superstar who feared no one and no opposition. But off the court, there was this one phobia, this one fear that woke him up in the middle of the night. It was his biggest nightmare. It all started at the age of 7, when he lost a close friend who sank in front of him. The two were out there for a swim, but then a menacing wave came in. It was so strong and so dominant that it took MJ's friend along. He said, "I went swimming with a very good friend one day, and we were having fun catching waves. At one point, but the current was so strong that it swallowed him, and he grabbed onto me. It's called the death lock when someone can die. I practically had to break his hand. He was gonna take me with him." And then, on another occasion, MJ had another death scare at a pool during a baseball camp in school. But this didn't stop there. Later in his life, his girlfriend in college also died by drowning. Since then, Mike has feared water and drowning. But guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget to dunk on that sub button, y'all. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all fears are. Don't be scared. And until next time, peace.